On Apple's Jade for Brian Cooper, 2 Bon Chic Henry Brook, and 3 Briery Queen Richard Johnson, 4 Noel Williams, 4 Non-Runner, 5 Deb for Harry and Dan Skelton, 6 Hidden Identity Alan Johns, in that elusive first Cheltenham winner for Tim Vaughan, 7 Indian Stream Noel Feely, 8 Jers Girl Mark Walsh, 9 Lifeboat Mona Sam Twiston Davison, 10 Limini, the choice of a Ruby Walsh. 11 is Midnight Jazz for Darryl Jacob, 12 Midnight Tour Tom Cannon, 13 Miss Crick Wayne Hutchinson, 14 Past the Time Tom Scudamore, 15 Rock on the Moor for Robbie Power, 16 Ron's Dream for Sean and Peter Bowen, 17 The Organist for Leighton Aspel, and 18 Vroum Mag. This year 5-2 chance, partnered by Paul Townend. This is the map. They start in the centre, 2.5 miles, take a couple of flights of hurdles up the infield, and then they swing round and make 10 in all to jump. Limini's in the second colour.
Form this year really didn't entitle her to run the champion hurdle.
In a shoot, there's quite a long run down to this first hurdle, and I can tell you, by the time they get their speed up, they'll be coming to this hurdle at anything near 30 miles an hour as they make their way back to the start itself.
Thank you.
The starter's happy to let them go, and away we go for the OLBG Mares Hurdle. It's a Grade 1 contest. Ron's Dream past the time lead them towards the first, with Apple's Jade the best placed of the 3 principals in the market in the maroon and white colours, just ahead of Indian Stream and also Midnight Jazz as they take flight number 1. Lifeboat Mona and Midnight Tour, the big white face of Jers Girl in the McManus hoops of green and yellow, and then towards the outside is Miss Crick as they take flight number 2, and again they're all over safely at this stage. Limini, reminder, wears the lime green cap, racing on the inside of Vroum Mag, who is going to be quite wide into this bend. Vroum Mag will be around about 4 wide in midfield. You can make out the number 18 on the number cloth there, just worse than midfield, as out in front past the time leads from Ron's Dream early on. Apple's Jade is in third as they continue to make the turn back towards home. Deb on the inside of Indian Stream in the white cap, and buried between the pair, the diminutive Midnight Jazz. Midnight Tour tracks them with Miss Crick, Lifeboat Mona up the inside of Jers Girl, Vroum Mag just ahead of Limini at this stage, in company with Briery Queen towards the inner, as they reach the first flight up the home straight, again past the time. It's just a little bit awkward at it. So past the time on the run between flights 3 and 4 leads Ron's Dream and Apple's Jade. Deb towards the inside in 4th, with Indian Stream Midnight Jazz just ahead of the other Midnight Tour, who races in 7th place. Lifeboat Mona's up the inside in blue and white. Jers Girl, big white face in midfield with Miss Crick. Vroum Mag still closest to the outside in that pink cap. Limini, that lime green cap, racing on the outer of Briery Queen, and up the inside Hidden Identity, and the back markers the Organist towards the rear in company with Bon Chic, and also towards the tail of the field is Rock on the Moor. Completed this long run, then on towards flight number 4 and past the time. A regular in this race, cutting out the running for Tom Scudamore, who's already been on the mark this afternoon. Hops over that flight in front, and again they're all over. Indian Stream made a slight error and are moving away from the stands. Bon Chic is just being pushed along at the rear of the field. So past the time leads Apple's Jade as they make the turn out into the country and the next 2 flights of hurdles. Ron's Dream is in 3rd place with Deb. Behind these in 5th is Midnight Jazz. The 2 Mullins horses still side by side. Vroum Mag's covering a fair bit of ground towards the outside, been posted 3 or 4 wide the trip to this point.
Yeah, not an ideal trip for her, but the 2 of them are side by side, and you know, one's keeping an eye on the other. But Vroum Mag, she's travelling an awful lot kinder today than she did at Doncaster Champ.
She is, and she looks happier with that bit of room as well. She looks travelling a bit sweeter. Interesting, the Apple's Jade is up the front again, and who knows, she might take a bit of catch.
I think they're mindful of that as well, because Limini and Vroum Vroum Mag are improving up on the outside of the field as Apple's Jade just try to get a little bit of track advantage. Past the times in second place, Ron's Dream in third, then Deb on the inside of in fifth place Midnight Jazz. Limini now racing on the outer of Miss Crick. Vroum Vroum Mag still posted wide as Apple's Jade continues the progress towards the fifth last. Very well clustered in behind at this stage. Apple's Jade took it fluently. Whole field over, and they haven't got a massively strong pace here because several of the outsiders are still well in touch in what is a big field and still have plenty of chances as they turn towards the fourth last. Apple's Jade out in front, repressed by Past the Time up the inside, and the pace just lifts slightly. Ron's Dream comes next. On the inside is Limini. On the outside, Vroum Vroum Mag as they stepped over that. A slight error in midfield by Midnight Tour. Hidden Identity is struggling, so's Bon Chic as they race towards the third last. So they'll spin downhill. Apple's Jade out in front, leads by a length or so from Ron's Dream in second. All the time, Vroum Vroum Mag getting closer. Has swept round the houses. Limini, by contrast, is picking her way through the inside, but has to get off the heels of Deb as they begin to run downhill. Bit of progress from Rock on the Moor in the pale blue. Indian Stream, a Briery Queen running a nice race, and then Jers Girl towards the inside. 3 to take in the Mare's Hurdle. Out in front, Apple's Jade. Vroum Vroum Mag improving now towards the outside. Ron's Dream still there. Mistake, Jers Girl's gone, brought down Past the Time. Hidden Identity's also been brought down. 3 of them down as they now head downhill, and out in front it is Apple's Jade who leads from Ron's Dream. Vroum Vroum Mag's come there strongly. Limini yet to play her hand as well. It's a game of cat and mouse. Still Briery Queen runs on the inside as well, and now a contemptuous look by Paul Townend on Vroum Vroum Mag. He feels he's got Apple's Jade covered, but has he got Limini covered as well? They turn back towards the last, the big three. Apple's Jade pressed by Vroum Vroum Mag. Limini is being asked. In fourth place, Indian Stream. Briery Queen running a mighty race, and then the Organist down towards the last. The 3 feature mares are in line. Vroum Vroum Mag, Limini landed on all fours. Apple's Jade's fighting back in the centre. Off up the run-in, Apple's Jade in the middle. Vroum Vroum Mag on the near side. Limini's been seen off, and Apple's Jade will see them all off. A great day for Gordon Elliott. Apple's Jade beats the Mullins pair. The story of the Irish season. Apple's Jade won it tight for second. Vroum Vroum Mag and Limini was precious little in it. In the line between that pair, Indian Stream, Briery Queen, Midnight Tour, Deb, the Organist, then Ron's Dream, Lifeboat Mona, Midnight Jazz, and then behind those, Rock on the Moor. Apple's Jade, they all came at her. Vroum Vroum Mag's rider felt at the top of the straight with that look around that maybe he had her covered, but he didn't. And it's a double for Gordon Elliott, this time partnered by Brian Cooper. It's Apple's Jade who won the Mare's Hurdle.
In an absolute